Alright, so the first operator I'm going to demonstrate on how to attack upstairs Oregon with is Ace. Why Ace is really good to attack upstairs with, I'll show you guys in a second, but first, you want to make sure there's no spawn peekers right here, or spawn peekers up there, because I usually sometimes die to spawn peekers that are camping right there, or up there. Next, you want to make sure you shoot that camera, and then, you want to run up this van, stand around where I shoot, and then after that, you can run and jump up here, which is an easier tactic. Next, you want to drone. Make sure there's nobody camping in this corner, because sometimes I've played against people that camp in that corner, usually coppers though. Then, you want to drone into this hallway, make sure there's no free roamers. And then drone right here, make sure there's no mirror, and if there's a mirror, I'll show you guys how to counter in a second. And then see if there's anybody peeking right here. If there's a person peeking right there, for now, it's not a big deal, but in a little bit, it might be. So, if the area is clear, just break through the barricade, and if there's a mirror right there, for instance, you can just counter her with the Ace, and then they'll have to be getting away from it, because then now you can see them behind the mirror. Next, you can breach through here with your two aces left, and now sight is open two ways. So you can drone into here. If there's a guy peeking right there, it might be a little bit of a problem now, but you can just run in and just slow peek around. And when you see him, boom. Just kill him right like that, and now you got half sight to yourself. Just help your teammates. Kill enemies in that corner, kill enemies in here, run in here, kill enemies in that corner, and you can also defuse right here. Make sure you have a teammate covering you though while you're defusing, because this is kind of an open area, but if you get the diffuser right here, it's almost game. It's like, it's guaranteed game, because you can just camp out here and enemies can't even get to the diffuser, because you can just have a drone and look at the diffuser. Alright, the next operator I'm going to demonstrate is Amaru, and you want to make sure you spawn at construction site for this. So when you spawn in, there's going to be a camera up here, you want to shoot it. Now, why Amaru is so good for this strategy is because you got her grappling hook. What you want to do is grapple into here as quick as you can, and make sure there's no enemies spawning in here. So maybe like in prep phase, you want to drone in here and make sure there's nobody in here. And then since she has these little breach things, you can breach through. Now, why this is so crucial or helpful is because usually there's a mirror over there that places down a mirror, and if you can breach through here, you can just counter whoever's behind this mirror. But be careful, because sometimes there could be people behind here and they can just wait for you to come in through, and you also want to drone when you're back there. So when you're back here and you breach, you want to make sure you drone and just make sure there's no enemies or all the enemies cleared out through here. So just drone, make sure you check this spot right here, and usually there's going to be a rotation right here, so I'm going to go into here. And enemies like to camp behind this bunk and try and get a free kill off you, so be careful right here. But by the time your teammates get in through, whether if it's window over here or breaching over here, they should be out of this little corner right here, and you should be able to be free. But then you can walk in through here. And so say there's an enemy and you killed him over here. Now you got a free mirror you can use right here if they place down a mirror. And you got almost half a sight covered just from right here. Because you can walk in and you can kill people in that corner, still kill people in there, or just walk in even more and kill people in there, or kill people in here with Amaru. And that's why she's so crucial to use, and why this is one of the best upstairs attack strategies. Now, another good attack strategy I think on upstairs Oregon that is very useful, and many people may disagree with me on, but you want to first use zero and spawn in junkyard. So what you want to do first is shoot this camera and run towards sight. Now that you've gone to sight, you want to use this, and why zero is such a good operator for this strategy is you can just shoot cameras. Get very good intel. Camera back there, camera back there. These are horrible camera placements, so don't mind me, but when you're done placing down all your cameras, shebang, you get the almost all of site scouted out, or almost all of A site scouted out, and you can give your teammates crucial information they may need to attack. Now, if there was nobody in this corner, you can just jump in. If you have a diffuser, you can just defuse, or if you don't, you can just shoot another camera back there, and another camera in there. These two other cameras can do is you can look all in here, and you can just look in here and see if there's any enemies in here. But if there's no enemies in this corner, you can just defuse in this corner. Just that simple. And say you got the diffuser down. Now you can place on a camera or drone, jump out, and boom. Just look at all of sight. Now, enemies may see these cameras, and this is one disadvantage on Zero attacking upstairs. But if the enemies don't see all your cameras, you may still get a lot of information, and you can ping enemies.
You must locate and defuse a bomb.
Alright, so the last operator I'm going to demonstrate on how to attack upstairs on Oregon is Ram. And I'll show you guys why in a second. So first you want to shoot this camera, and then run up to the front window. And then run up to the side window. Now when you get to this window, you can either go through this window over here, or this window over here. If you're gonna go through this window over here, you want to make sure you have a drone, so I got a drone pre-placed right here. Make sure there's no enemies over in this corner right here. Now if there's no enemies in this corner right here, you can just throw a doom buggy in, and then activate it instantly so they don't hear you jumping in. Now if you have diffuser, you can plant it right here, but you want to make sure you have a friend holding an angle so nobody can get through there. Or you can hold a really nice angle and just look at all the sight. Now let's say if there's somebody in this corner right here and you can't really get into it that way. We're gonna go in through this window over here. Now make sure you be careful of over here, because sometimes people like to free roam and they can just kill you right over in this window while you're sitting right here. But if there's nobody over there, you can just throw a drone. Make sure there's nobody behind here and over in that corner over there. And if there's nobody, just throw in another, I don't know why that didn't work, but throw in another doom buggy, activate it, jump in so they don't hear your footsteps, and you can just walk around and catch enemies by surprise because they won't be able to hear you. If you guys enjoyed the video, comment down below if you guys want me to do any more tutorial videos on any map, and comment down below if you guys need any other tips, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.